Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. There is a video that is going viral online as I talk right now. I want you to have a look at the video, after which we are going to dissect it and see exactly what it means politically. So if in case you've just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very, very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Give it a like, please. Thank you. God bless you. Let's have a look at the video.
Ukijana anuliki bwana.
Tumpige na wheelbarrow.
Wewe siaongea na wheelbarrow, ashike wheelbarrow hapa akiongea naye. Wao wanashika vitu digital.
Huyu jamani sura tu hapo naye.
Huyu jamani sura hapo naye, lakini kipi yani hapo naye? Ako na roho ya wizi. Ako na roho ya wizi. Anaiba mashamba, Kiborele dam,
Kanisa
Aron, alafu anakuja anaanza kutudanganya bwana eti anataka kurudishia sadaka. Huyu kijana, huyu bwana anunulike hapa Kisii bwana. Bottom up. Wani matako tunaweka yule. Kijana, wewe bwana, hebu leta ya Raila. Si unaona hiyo kitu bwana? Si unaona ya Raila ndio condemn. Hii kijana huyo kijana mpaka jioni wewe mfua mahali. Wewe bwana, huyo.
From that video, you can see clearly, ladies and gentlemen, that we have somebody who wants to sell a picture of William Ruto there. But the buyer, or rather the assumed buyer, is not willing to buy that picture of William Ruto. In fact, the assumed buyer is requesting for a picture of Raila Amolo Odinga, after which the seller says that one imeisha. And then now the assumed buyer goes on to say that this Ruto, ako na roho ya wizi, and that Ruto cannot sell in Kisii. So we can authoritatively confirm, ladies and gentlemen, that that video most likely was taken in some parts of Kisii. Yes, I think we can assume accurately that way. So in this video right now, I want us to put that thing, or rather that incident, where it belongs politically. Why is William Ruto finding it very, very hard to penetrate the Goosey Nation? Because hardly a week has gone by, actually he was heckled and literally chased away from Kisii when he had gone there for some political rallies. So why is it that William Ruto is most likely finding it very, very hard to penetrate the Goosey Nation? That's our analysis and discussion today. Having looked at all the possibilities, I've come up, or rather, I've settled on 5 reasons why I strongly believe that William Ruto might be finding it very, very hard to penetrate the Goosey Nation. The first reason, ladies and gentlemen, I think William Ruto is using the wrong leaders to penetrate the Goosey Nation. He's using first-time members of parliament who have got very, very bad reputation on the ground. We have seen William Ruto using the likes of political greenhorns in the name of Osoro and this deputy governor of Kisii. So William Ruto is using leaders who are regarded as political rejects in Kisii town, or rather in the Goosey Nation as of today. So I tend to believe he's finding it hard because he's not using the right people. I think for him to penetrate that part of the nation, he should identify and, if possible, use top Goosey leaders. We have the likes of Ongwae, Ongeri, Matiang'i, Nyamira Senator. Those are some leaders that have some clout on the ground. And when they talk, at least, they can convince a few people, 1 or 2 people, but not the likes of Silvanus Osoro. Because again, the likes of Silvanus Osoro, these are people with queer characters. They are people of queer characters. In fact, they have been described as some washrooms. So I think William Ruto, for him to penetrate the Goosey Nation, he should use the right leaders, or rather the right kingpins. Secondly, I tend to believe, ladies and gentlemen, that this tag that hangs around William Ruto's neck, this tag of corruption, might be making it very, very hard for the Goosey Nation to accept him. It's making it very, very hard for those people to accept him. Because even from that video we have shown you, you can see that man holding that picture. And the assumed buyer is saying that this man has a Konaroya Wizi. So it seems to appear that this tag of William Ruto being corrupt or being a thief has penetrated very strongly in that part of the country. So that is making it a little bit hard for William Ruto to maybe convince residents of the Goosey Nation to maybe vote for him. And then thirdly, 2007 post-election violence. I tend to believe also, ladies and gentlemen, that if there is something that has really isolated William Ruto from the Goosey Nation, was because of 2007 post-election violence. And we know what happened in 2007. A good number of cases were displaced from Rift Valley, and the person who is accused to have been the mastermind of all that was none other than Eldoret North Member of Parliament, William Ruto then, now the Deputy President. In fact, he was charged of crimes against humanity as a result of what transpired in the Rift Valley. So a good portion or a good number of the Goosey Nation, or rather the Kisii Nation, believes that William Ruto was actually involved in their displacement from the Rift Valley. So I also believe that's also a reason that is making it very, very hard for him to penetrate the Goosey Nation. Yes. And then fourthly, one thing that is also working against William Ruto is this consistent attacks on Goosey leaders, top Goosey leaders, the likes of Matiang'i. And even as I talk right now, there is a very close William Ruto ally, Jicho Pevu, Nyali Member of Parliament, who is now collecting signatures to push for a Matiang'i impeachment in Parliament. So William Ruto and his team, they have been attacking top Goosey leaders. So that's also a reason as to why these people find it very, very hard for them to impress William Ruto. And then another factor also just on top of that is that Raila is a brand in the Goosey Nation. Raila has some good support there. So when William Ruto goes there to attack Raila again, then maybe Raila supporters in the Goosey Nation now fails to understand how can they embrace him while he's attacking and abusing somebody they adore. So that's also a reason as to why William Ruto might be finding it very, very hard to penetrate that part of the country. He's attacking their leaders, he's attacking Raila, and so that is alienating him from that, or rather from that population. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, I also tend to believe, ladies and gentlemen, that Goosey Nation, they are also part and parcel of this country, and they can see for themselves what is happening in Kenya today politically. As things stand today, you will largely agree with me that there is no way William Ruto can win the presidency next year. Because in Kenya, in the previous elections, we have seen that elections are won out of coalition. You unite with one or two people, you form a coalition, and then you win that election. As of now, William Ruto has not been able to forge any coalition with any top leader. In fact, all these top leaders are avoiding William Ruto like plague. So the Kisii Nation, or rather the Goosey Nation, knows for a fact that even if elections were to be held today, then William Ruto's chances of winning the presidency are very, very slim, simply because he's coming out as a lone ranger. So I think the Goosey Nation also, they just want also to be part of the winning team or part of the winning side. And in this case, they believe William Ruto is not on the winning side. And also because of this thing of the system, you know, in Kenya, there is this thing called the system or the deep state. A good portion of Kenyans have been made to believe that if the system is against you, you cannot win a presidential election. And as of now, William Ruto seems to be going against that system. So the Goosey Nation feels that William Ruto maybe is just going nowhere. They are feeling that come 2022, he will be maybe yelling outside, not in government, but maybe in the opposition, something like that. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude, let me remind you, just as I did state when we were starting, if you've bumped on this YouTube channel for the very first time, kindly subscribe and also give this video a like. Give it a like, please. Give it a like. And to those watching us outside of Kenya, for the very first time, drop a comment and let us know from which part of the globe you are also watching us from. Drop a comment to our esteemed fans and subscribers here. I'm very much humbled with the kind of progress we are making in this YouTube channel. And this progress is largely because of your input. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana is tamu sana.